puck, and we'll see whether he does go towards that safe lane or towards the mid. Do you have any predictions here? Like, I want to preface this first, actually. If we ignore game number 1 and game number 2, and we kind of expect Mineski had like a 5-minute break to clear their heads, breath of fresh air, mentally check back into this series, who do you think will win this game?
If I ignore all of that and seeing what happened yesterday with a very similar lineup for Mineski, I say they got it easy. But you just lost a 70-minute game.
There's a big hairy
and then you got 20 minutes stopped. Like, mentally, where are these kids at? I don't know.
Well, gonna be a rough ride.
So, I'm gonna make a bold prediction that we're not gonna have a Game 5 series here. I think Xctn might take it this game or the next.
They've actually swapped around again. DJ is the Sand King and 343 to Nyx.
Okay. The Jukes.
Yeah. Juke you. Got him.
Yeah. This pause is definitely not helping the Juke. Maybe they swap back. And then they swap again.
Just keep swapping back and forth. But
nobody knows.
Swap the SD with the Invoker as well, you know, Shadow Demon mid, CTY style. Go for the... I guess you can't really do that anymore. So much of that strength came from the poison just stacking up on people.
Yeah. Also, so much of it came from the fact that nobody knew what Shadow Demon was capable of, right?
Yeah.
And not many people actually play Shadow Demon.
He was a great player. I guess he still is, but CTY Clockwork mid, Shadow Demon mid, just whatever you want. Alright, mid. Kind of like what Sumail has been trying to do the past 3-4 months with like AA and Oracle, bringing them back towards the mid lane, but we have a game.
Fun fact?
Sure.
Miracle played with CTY.
Let's get on with it.
I believe Miracle had a stint in China on a team called Rising Stars.
Oh.
CTY, I believe QQQ, some big names. King J, I think, was in there.
Cool.
I think that was during TI2. They got dumpstered, and back to sea he goes.
Back to First Departure, back to Poloson and all those lads. Get ourselves.
I mean, that doesn't shed a good light on Miracle, but I think more importantly, take away from that is that he has a lot of experience playing with teams that don't speak English as their first language. Yeah. So it's unsurprising how he fits so well into Mineski, where 4 Pinoys plus him, but they're still doing okay. Maybe not in this series, but overall they're still doing quite good.
Gabby Lifestealer heads down towards bot. It will be the Abed Invoker special. So again, let's see if we can pull some magic out of the bag. Miracle Morphling will be heading towards the safe lane, it looks like here. He's got himself a bunch of branches, some tangos, and Jay will be mid.
Okay.
Up a little bit Ninja Boogie on the Rubik, Jules behind with the Warlock, and there's RR Batrider scouted out already by the Invoker as the ward's placed out. Dire putting a fair amount of emphasis on the top rune spot and his top lane. Dire Observer Ward in the lane. So, towards the mid. Scout out DJ taking the bounty rune, but they secure the one down at the bottom for the puck as... Execration return to their lanes, and they're moving up towards top. 3-4-3 on the Nyx with DJ Sand King and Emo on the Shadow Demon. Looks like it's an aggressive trail in here, or at least the roaming duo of Nyx and SD. Start off with a smoke. Likely look for some aggression up here.
That smoke might actually be running out before they see heroes, right? Like, DJ has to just straight up burrow strike on the first hero he sees.
I like the fact they smoke all the way back there, kind of expecting the lane ward though, or playing around the lane ward. They find Ninja Boogie.
Okay.
That's a great target. There's no telekinesis. There's nothing actually. 3-4-3 misses his stun. They change back onto the Warlock. Maybe no. It's over.
He had to stun Ninja Boogie there.
Yeah.
I mean, I get his mindset. It's like, if we stun Ninja Boogie, the Shadow War will come out, and likely you don't get a kill, but that was a 0% if you stun Warlock. Good attempt, but no cigar there.
I guess a little bit of pressure forces some regen out, and now you're always worried about Nyx Assassin, running towards you like they strangles the wave back.
Right. Nice
little last hit out from 3-4-3 as well. Other lanes, how are we doing? So Lifestealer is in a 1v1 against the Bat. He's got Stick, he'll have Rage. Napalm shouldn't be able to do too much to him in the short term anyway. Raging Potato mid against the Invoker, and Abed looks like he's outplaying and manipulating these creep waves a little bit. There's a good old creep wave stack there going through onto Jay, but oh, Abed gonna get himself a deny and a Blood Spirit as well as that, and burning through his regen. He's had to bring himself out another set of tangos as well.
Yeah, that's gonna delay his Hanamitis, especially when Bimbo's gonna go for bottle. He's gonna just out regen a bit quite easily. One thing I have to mention about this offensive tri lane is that it's nowhere near as strong as the Luna tri lane. Simply because that even if you set up a disruption into a impale into a burrow strike, there's not much right click damage to follow through. The danger of the other lane was that Luna's aura provided so much right click that one stun was really all they needed for a kill. It's quite different here.
Did a cool little move where they split the Warlock across from the side. I thought they'd maybe go for an aggressive play onto this top lane, but Jules makes his way back into the lane while the stack and the pull across. DJ, oh, he grabs the range creep but not the full wave itself. Trying a little bit here away from Miracle's Morphling, but still getting a fair amount of CS. Batrider, speaking of CS, is doing very well for himself down on the bottom lane. 12 and 2 so far against Gabby's Lifestealer, but this is just the initial stages where Bat should have a good time for the first sort of 3, maybe 3.5 minutes, and then Lifestealer comes out with like level 2 Rage, Quelling Blade, and starts completely destroying the Bat. Yeah,
I mean there's 0 kill potential from the Bat to the Lifestealer, but the other way around, there is quite a bit of kill potential from Lifestealer to Bat. Once he gets the face boot is where we'll see Gabby kind of turn on the jets a bit. However, if R somehow baits Gabby using Rage, then you know, maybe you could have a short time win to make something happen.
Mineski trying to contest his full spot. Getting there with the Fade Bolt, but 343 is up on the front. Level 2 and yet to take that point in Carapace. Start with a disruption here and a nice full catch with the Sun Strike with a Burrow Strike, the double strike and into death. A kill off the Warlock. DJ survived. Miracle doesn't get the final blow in there. Looks like the Stout Shield from Sand King. Pin him healthy up against these right clicks coming in from Mineski.
I believe I heard a Salve being used there as well, so definitely survived that one. So they don't have the Luna damage, but definitely have the Sunstrike damage to kind of help out. You see that was instrumental. To be honest, that was a misplay by Jules. He is the only person that's not allowed to be initiated upon. Remember back to that first initial fight where they smoked up and they chose to go for the Warlock instead of Ninja Boogie? Like, Jules could keep anybody else alive in the lane. He's the one that can't be caught. So stay back.
Yeah, stay back. Be careful with your positioning. Don't get caught. Chemo might get caught here. Ninja Boogie just taps him once. I'm gonna go jumping on him though. Miracle. And with that level 2 waveform, not feeling too aggressive there as Raging Potato will find a haste rune down at bottom spot. And maybe...
Yeah, Aura maybe can force out the Rage. That Gabby's gonna go on him right now.
Oh, but the puck doesn't move down towards bottom lane. I thought the puck would actually cycle in there and look for a bit of something, you know, no infest. I guess the fact there's no lasso yet. If Bat was level 6, they go for it, but maybe a low percentage play. You can just go back towards lane and harass out Abed, keep the CS going. Very even between the 2 mid laners. Very even between the 2 off laners as well. Just like a little gap there between Lifestealer and Morphling. Everyone's farming relatively well across these lanes, but got to think about the Shadow Demon and Nyx Assassin potentially moving in to find a kill, which is what Nyx is doing now. He's down this bottom lane. RR, no mana for Firefly, has been expending all these sticky napalms down, and 343 does move forward, but there's no open wound right now by the Lifestealer just yet.
By the way, this is kind of a dream game for Puck, where you have a tri-lane versus tri-lane situation. That's where heroes like Puck and Queen of Pain get so much better, where the supports are like level 3, 4 by the time you hit 6. So you have a good rune haste up, you could just walk into the lane, coil, get a double kill, and go back to farming. And in fact, he's going to TP up the top right now, have coin ready. I do believe... Wait, he just cancelled it. Interesting.
Yeah,
I was going to say that there's a ward to actually spot that rotation from the mid lane, but the fact that he just cancelled it surprised me a bit.
They still kill off DJ with the Fateful Bonds and the nuke damage coming out.
Oh, mid lane? He has haste and double damage. Is he going to go for this?
Abed. Getting right click a hell of a lot. There's the coil and jump forward, and Abed cold snaps on strike. Has he got him? Face shift. Oh! Abed, God!
he had the right idea. The puck did. Like he know the Sunstrike was coming, but I think he maybe mistimed it a little bit, and I bet turns a kill around against a hasted and a double damage puck.
Under the tier 1. That's the thing, I think he had to phase shift there because of the cold snap and the right clicks from Lord Spirit, but then the Sunstrike was timed so it would land after it anyway. He was pretty much dead regardless because he jumped in under the tower, but...
You know why he survived there? Fuse raindrops. In fact, he brings out a fresh one. Very often mid just gets one and just call it a day, right? You don't get another one like this.
So he knows. So good an Invoker though, that mana regen is sick. On top of that, nice little bit of magic damage block. Forced RR out of lane now. They've swapped the 2 supports down towards bottom and given Gabby even more security in his farm, and they could maybe even look to push tier 1. They've chipped away a little bit at it, but the Batrider's got nothing to do down there. He might even just buy up his bracer and head towards the drums at this point. With 1,000 gold, how important is a quick blink here from Mineski?
I think drums is a little bit better, simply because Rage is so good against Batrider. You have Disruption, you have Spike Carapace, you have a lot of abilities that are quite good against a Blink Dagger initiation. However, if you come in with drums, your whole team will also come in with you. And those abilities are not necessarily good against, 3 or 4 heroes.
Nyx is even on the mid lane, Carapace over onto that orb from Puck, but still refills the bottle. Arcane Rune's pretty nice. Little Fairy Dragon as DJ. 7. No points in Sandstorm, and this Observer Ward is going to scout him every step of the way as he retreats back to his tier 1. Surrounding the creep wave, but the dive comes through, the stun is there, the Dream Call down onto DJ. TP's coming to try and save him, but he's already dead. 3-4-3, Carapace onto the Batrider now. Flame Break pushes him away. He won't be able to get the catch. An orb forward won't land onto him, and 3-4-3's Nyx is okay there. Baits them a little bit deeper behind his tier 1. That's 5 people from Mineski looking for that 1 kill on the Sand King. This opens up the map for Execration.
Yeah. By the way, in that engagement, you saw that Miracle waveformed first to start the team fight. That's a very important move. He actually put the Infused Raindrop on cooldown, allowing the rest of his allies' nukes to go in. In particular, making sure that high damage nukes are able to do the full damage and seal the deal there. But like you said, Gabby, getting the free farm bottom because of the 5-man rotation top. Already putting the tower very low. In fact, going for a kill. That's going to force the TP. Sunstrike coming through. Ninjabuki dodging away from it. He is juking. He is baiting. And now Gabby might be dying. Even Lasso. Ooh, that's a structure coming out from Chemo. But Puck is already there. Gabby needs to go into a creep. He doesn't have a cooldown. Gabby will go down. He has Rage, but silence all throughout the time. And well played by Mineski. Ninjabuki walking into a Lifestealer to dodge a Sunstrike. What a fucking player.
That was honestly great stuff. I'm fast on cooldown, unfortunately for the Lifestealer, couldn't put himself away. It's a big kill, just claimed by the Puck. Now with Treads, 900 gold. Buying the second null just yet, so this Veil, quite often we see it like Brown Boots Veil, you go for the full rush of it. Might be that Blink Dagger from Raging Potato coming out here for that initiation tool, while Batrider is going for the drums. Has it completed now? RR eyes up the recipe. Things have slowed down here from Execration. The Shadow Demon and the Nyx, they're not applying that much pressure across the map anymore. They're not TPing and setting out team fights, mainly because of the way the lanes are being pushed in. Lifestealer wants the tier 1 bottom, so he's the one that's getting TP'd on by the enemy. 3-4-3 does make a little sprint movement into this dark jungle thanks to the haste. This feels like they're buying time for the Sand King Blink. Play the slow-paced game, calm the tempo down, get the Blink on Sand King, and that's when you ramp it up.
Yep. I gotta say, for the first time in 3 games, Execration hasn't just dominated every single lane. I think they're winning the lane stage. In fact, that will put a stamp on it as Execration gets a solo kill on Morphling up top.
And that's Blink for Sand King. So this timing is about to hit. He could go back home and regen. Maybe they look towards mid lane. The orb is used there. The Carapace and the meatball. Oh god, Jay. Yeah, I think that's your end.
Alright, never mind. They won the lanes.
Pretty
just
much.
As I was saying, they're okay.
Losing that, like, they kill. That's the thing, like, they kill Lifestealer, and it's like, okay, cool, great. You've got this, burst of potential. You can sit back maybe a little bit, get some farm, hit level 6 on Warlock. Everything's gonna tie in nicely. Drums on Bat, and Morphling can Farm away freely on top lane, then you lose both of them. Towered bot will be denied by the bat.
Just denied their bottom
Good ward
tower.
from 343, but the trouble
Dire
is,
have fortified their structures.
Bolivio's scouting out there, getting pinged by the puck.
Warlock just dropped the
343.
block.
He just missed his stun. He's dragged back into the Firefly. And Warlock did what?
Dire's middle tower.
Warlock just dropped his rock for DJ. DJ's like, okay, I'll throw a strike out. Okay. Now big ultimate on cooldown. At least you're gonna get a tower out of it, so it's not all bad. I mean, one thing to mention is that even though Mineski is getting out farmed, I don't think farm is a big deal in this game. Like, it's really up to Mineski to get kills now. Kills are what's gonna decide this game.
We're looking for one on DJ, but he burrow strike and blinks. Back. Across that tree line. Puck sitting 200 gold short of the blink dagger, but they've got sentry down. 3-4-3, the character's there. His raindrop saves him a little bit. The sun strikes from the land of Puck's head. It's a good amount of damage, but the next assassin still drops the Shadow Word, the Fatal Bond. Warlock finds the kill. No one's rotating in to try and finish anyone off or converge onto this team fight. The rest of Xctn still bombing back behind as Gabby finishes off his armlet.
Okay.
Bad Rider, open wounds into cold snap, and RR way too far forward. The orb from Puck will fly across the front of them all, but this is where Lifestealer just goes to look for Sand King or Nyx, Infest inside of them. Start looking for the pickoffs. Mineski has to be very, very scared about this, because Miracle's going for that Lincoln's build. He's got the Perseverance. He needs to farm for the next, 5-6 minutes. The Puck Link Dagger should buy them a little bit of time, but they would... this is the thing, with the Warlock dropping his ulti at top lane, even if they'd killed DJ, I still feel like it would have been a waste. Because they need this Warlock ult to go and fight with the Puck, with the Rubik, and control the tempo for the Morphling to get some space.
Is Raging gonna get Sunstrike there? He is. Oh god. I don't know if you were watching the mid lane, but Puck traded hits against Forge Spirit and a whole creep wave. Then forced to jaunt out, and there was a ward that gave him a Sunstrike opportunity, but Blink Dagger's online. Raging Potato needs to make magic happen with this. Gabby, it's a Warlock kill, but might actually trade his life for it. That's gonna be a good one for Mineski to start things off.
All of a sudden, 4 Mineski heroes are up at top lane. Shadow Demon and Sand King both ran the hell away. Abed's still farming away at mid lane. He's going towards the Aghanim Scepter. He's like, hey, oh no, he's not actually. Point booster, and then buys himself boots for travel. Oh, I was gonna say 800 away from the Ags, but BOTs, they will give the opportunity for him to sort of sit on bot lane, and the hunting power of Mineski, sure, they've got Blink Puck, but kind of going to know where they are with the help of Nyx Assassin scouting out. Ward coverage not out there just yet from the Radiant team, but they jump onto TJ top. Disruption holds him out for now. He's got a Blink Dagger and a Sandstorm, so they change targets onto Chemo. Shadow Demon still staying alive, and a Burrow Strike turns it back onto Jake. He's got another orb, but man, oh man, I don't know. He jumps back and he dies. Sunstrike from the local, secure that kill.
Mineski is self-destructing. They could have easily gave up on the kill. As soon as they saw the Shadow Demon destruct, could have just two-man backed off, but sometimes when you're in, you're in. Yep.
Mentally.
And Jay is always in.
Pretty much always in. And that Blink Dagger debut from the Puck, it's meant to find you a number of kills and then transition to towers. When he's respawned in 15 seconds, they've got the Golem, but they won't have the Dream Coil, and then 20 seconds until it's off cooldown. I guess it's not that bad, but there's this.
The coil is whatever.
Yeah.
It's more of the fact that he's not finding things right now.
It's another tower for Xctn. It just feels like, again, we talked about this for a long time, where Xctn felt there was a disconnect between their players, right? Gabby and Abed, they were never on the same page really as the Golem. Not going to get dropped just yet because he's actually just dead. Disruption comes down, Gabby focuses back onto RR. Good TP out to the chain puck with the Ninja Boogie. The blink forward, the silence, the waning rift is there, the nukes are good, but it's just not enough damage to kill anyone off, and now a blink strike catches the Rubik, doesn't quite catch the puck, but still, with a carapace there, Bat Rider will fall behind his own tier 2. Execration held in place by Oh, a Dream Coil that does absolutely nothing. Turn things around. Miracle in the meantime is farming bottom lane, which is really all he can do. But now Xctn is coming in. They've got the burst strike and the stun strike. Miracle!
Are those cracks?
Tragedy strikes and Mineski. Rumbling once more, the stun will land, and 343 is found, Raging Potatoes is all available. Can they stun him up? There's everything glass, we can still jump to this one, the golem flies out, Babette, he gets everything stolen off him, invocable fall, but 343 and Gabby looking for more. Ninja Boogie chased back behind this golem, and a few more swipes in, they'll find another kill. Rubik dies, and Raging Potato jumps in with the orb across. Not gonna go in any deeper though. What is happening?
3-0 is happening.
Oh, we had a 3-0 in the summit. Grand finals went VP's way against OG. We might have a jump in here from RR. Lasso in 5. Rincy, disruption down, and now Gabby turning up the fight. The rage in the open wound. Can't battle that, so he rage TPs, and looks like the lasso is there from Bat Rider just in time up onto the high ground. And Gabby, just after, looks down. He's king of the hill, but the plebs are the ones that are killing him.
The plebs.
The plebs. Sunstrike? I heard it. Where the hell did it... Hello?
Oh, nice.
Fountain?
That's up top here. RR. Gonna go for a kill. Morphling comes right back in. Miracle. Gonna get a return kill. Alright. That's 2 kills. But you said Sunstrike got the puck in the fountain?
Yeah, I guess... I hope Puck was like being under vision or something. Otherwise, that was like a godlike blind Sunstrike from Abed. I didn't see the situation, I just know he Sunstruck the Puck in the fountain. Either way, another big kill, but Mineski, they're finding some trades. It's not all snowballing out of control, you know, the little dip back in net worth there from 7.5k down towards around 6,000. Mineski, they're grasping at straws here, but every time they throw that Warlock ultimate, Xctn do have to be very, very careful with their step.
Yep. Xctn doesn't have an overwhelming advantage that they could groove on 5 and take towers, so there's still game left to be played. Especially when you have 2 of the game's best pickoff heroes, Bat Rider and Puck. You could just create some space. I mean, Morphling is very far behind, at like 3,000 to be exact, but that's not so bad if you just find, let's say, 2 picks onto the Invoker. You're kind of right back into the game.
10k net worth Invoker finishes as Aghanims 19 minutes in. Abed looking pretty good. And DJ has a buddy inside of him. Lifestealer. With the Sand King and
Jules.
Oh, Jules. I mean, he actually doesn't get taken out straight away. I thought that was just going to be an obliteration of him. He gets the fatal bombs down to a couple of people. Finally falls with the lasso over onto Nick Assassin. 3-4-3 silence and the kill by the waveform, but the tornado catches him, sends him into the air, and the stun sword. DJ turns back, Infest out, and RR to focus. Gabby turns onto him with the range. Right clicks come through, but it's not quite enough. And with the Dream Coil down, Miracle waveforms away, and Mineski, they disengage. They retreat out, and will finally lose the Rubik though with a good burrow strike from DJ. And look for the tier 2.
Considering, not the worst trade, considering that you just lost the Warlock for free, right? And of course, he will have Warlock ultimate at the end of this fight. The Puck wasn't even there, so wasn't the worst considering the situation they're in. But Mineski can't just settle for trades. They need more, right? They just need clean kills into objectives, and they might want to get one on DJ mid.
Well, jumping with the silence. There's no lasso.
Oh god!
And DJ. Like he might even have been able to turn that back on. Oh.
I see he's phasing for it.
Yeah. Look, he's not going to get caught by it this time. Stuff from Jay addressing the issue. So Miracle finally has his Lincolns. Jules is walking around looking for the 4 staff. Items are slowly coming in here for Mineski. It feels like it's a little bit too late. As Abed's already looking for his next big one, 2,000 gold saved in the bank. And Loki just like racing ahead of everyone, even throwing meatballs to farm creep waves. Whack down onto Miracle with it as well as RR. Catch the Nyx, the Carapace was there, but he's already dead. Oh, won't be able to come in. Do too much about it.
Yeah, and suddenly Puck has Dagon, so like I mentioned earlier, even though Morphling is very far behind compared to Abed, but you get picks, you extend the game. A 3K net worth lead right now is a lot. A 3K net worth lead in 40 minutes of gameplay is not that much. So drag out the game. You got, in theory, the best late game carry in this, between these 10 heroes. So.
Stolen there. Open wounds. Not the favorite. Spell to steal. Smoke behind the tier 1. This Warlock just throws the fatal bonds. There's a gem out there from the Bat Rider. It's DJ hunting for Jules, but he won't be able to find him. Crawling up this area around the Roshan pit, but this is buying time for Mineski to actually get some farm in. Miracle. Now he's got his Ghost Scepter, he's closing on an E-Blade. He's just needs the Eagle Song, he's not massively far away. Another 4 minutes of farming or so and he'll get himself towards that. Maybe a couple of kills here and there, but there's the Dire Scan. The movement across near the Roshan pit. They might expect them to be in the pit itself.
Yeah, that was a Rosh check scan. So I think Bat Rider is gonna Firefly in and look at things.
Dire's middle tower isn't going to last
See that there aren't anyone in here.
They will see Nyx if the Bat Rider goes in.
And they've dropped the rock on DJ, the catch people free as well, but there's the Carapace back onto the Sunstrike and the Meteor, catching onto RR, and he's gone, he's done for, but the punch up this whole RR. Alright, a little bit longer than expected, but there's the dream call to DJ, with the people down the Sand King. He's chased back out and dies, but in the meantime, Lumi, Abed is going absolutely ham here. He's killed off 2, he looks for a 3rd one, Miracle's managed to retreat this one out, the Ice Wall is dropped, there's a nice Shadow Amulet, but they've got the reveal, sentries down from Jules, self-destruct. Chemo, he has fallen. Buyback from Rubik came through to turn that one back around, but where was the lifestealer in all of that?
The lifestealer, he got the gem and he just said, I'm going the hell out of here. Like the fact that he got the gem made them want team fight, even though it was a 3-for-2 trade with a Rubik buyback. I think that in itself is already pretty good. You take the gem away from the Bat Rider, suddenly Nyx Assassin becomes much stronger. I really like Gabby's decision making there. Like, normally Lifestealer with 4 HP, all his cooldown, you should be fighting, but it was the very valuable courier for the gem to make it out of there alive.
Got the gem and pieced the hell out. 2 TPs towards top. Aging Potato. Even orbing forward, but look, Abed's cutting the wave. Now we can blink and go walk silent. Snow, Lasso's there first. Not holds onto the spells. Abed. Oh, buddy. Killing spree goes the way of the puck. That's the big pickoff.
Abed being a little bit creative there with his farming patterns. Ninja Buki has Meteor, by the way. That's like an ultimate worth of damage if you think about it.
Yeah, with a Dream Coil and a Warlock ulti, Fatal Bonds thrown into the mix.
Yeah. I would just smoke up and go for a fight. Maybe they need to wait for the Warlock ult, but they have that ready. Let's go.
What about this Nyx Assassin? Blink Dagger's nearly here. 343 will have that very soon.
I think the problem that Mineski's been having is that they are maybe becoming a little bit over-reliant on the Bat initiation. Every time Bat jumps in, the target that he grabs gets immediately disrupted, and then Mineski gets counter-initiated by like Spike Carapace, Impale, Meteor. So I think you kind of have to play like a 1-2 punch kind of thing. The Bat Rider goes for one, ideally the Shadow Demon, and then the rest of your team goes for another target.
I find the
it's too hard to just kind of single target relies on the Bat Rider to do the one thing.
Morphling. E-Blade is here soon. They jump onto a replica. Not the real Bat Rider, and they will realize now it was just an illusion. But they'll find a tier 2 tower and maybe even think about Roshan at this point with puck dead for 30 seconds. They've got a little bit of time with Alacrity Lifestealer. Out a hell of a lot of damage. Desolator, Hyperstone. He's actually really stacked on Gabby. So much to throw.
Yeah, sure.
And Lincoln's for Invoker isn't that far away either. So Roshan will be going down here, and Mineski maybe consider smoking as 4 and then TPing the puck forward, but you've got no towers.
You have no time. It's done.
Waiting scan will make sure they don't get like stabbed from the left. They all move across to the right. 343, high ground there with his blink dagger. Now Morphling E-Blade. Maybe they can do this. Look for Abed, look for that kill. He's got Aegis, but come out of the fight. Pushes down some others. They jump in with a burst strike. Oh god, no! The Golems drop down and hit him off as well. Mineski have already lost 2 though. In comes the Meteor Sunstrike and Morphling. Loses so much HP, has to retreat the Warlock. Oh, running away. He's open wounds. Gabby will him down the epicenter. I don't know where it is in the background. I can hear it somewhere, but Miracle, the fight against the life-stealable puck, has found the Shadow Demon kill. The trouble is they've lost so much, and Miracle might lose his mana here. He turns back to kill Invoker, but barely.
He's gone.
With 100 HP. Survives with the Aegis, and Miracle does get back to base with a replica.
Oh, it's a 3-for-2 trade, but honestly, the 2 cores survive from the side of Mineski. That's pretty much all they care about. At this point, Rubik, Warlock, they're just, you know, kind of extra filler heroes. Batrider's essentially done. I mean, he would like to have a BKB, but what's going to end up carrying the game is your puck and your Morphling. And the fact that they got kills and didn't die is all Mineski could ask for. Puck upgrading the Dagon as we speak. But again, kind of slightly favorable trade for Execution. Every one of these fights are slight favorites, and they add up.
I think it would have been like a 1 fight for Mineski if only they'd taken the Aegis from the Evoker. Like that would have been absolutely huge for them, keeping their Morph and Puck alive, like you said, and then taking that leeway away from Execration. But Abed holds onto it. Now they'll look to take out this final tier 2 up at top. Defense is not available here for Mineski without Warlock Ultimate.
Big tornado.
Glasso, but 343 sprinting around in that Vendetta while Miracle continues getting a split push on.
By the way, very uncharacteristic of Abed. Looks like he's going to go for a Lincoln Sphere first, but up against the Batrider, so great choice.
We get lassoed or Dagons, and there is the jump in. Life Stealer. Zapped down there, actually killed off very quickly, thanks to the fact that DJ missed his Burrow Strike, the Dream Coil onto SD, as well as tanking. Deep inside enemy lines there. Combo down to Batrider, but it looks like we'll be okay on 50 HP as Abed Tornadoes to try and slow this advance from Mineski. DJ blink back and away, and 343 is ready if he needs to tank this one. Mineski want to chase this. Raging Potato jumps forward, Sandstorm, a TP out, Abed, nothing to cancel, and DJ's out as well with no stuns. The Flame Break doesn't even cancel TPs anymore.
That was a clean kill though. Lifeslip being the big one. Lifeslip put a lot of trust on the Sand-King, and the Sand-King failed the trust test as his Burrow Strike a tiny bit late. As a result, they lost the Lifeslayer inside the base, and a lot more time is bought. Again, if you look over the network graph, what was a 3,000 network lead for the Invoker versus Morphling, down to 2,000. So, as time goes on, Morphling is going to catch back up. He's already, providing a lot in these team fights.
Definitely is. And against the Lifestealer, it's kind of a weird thing, right? While Rage is up, Gabby does a great job against the Morphling, but once Rage goes down, that E-Blade makes sure he can't hit people, he can't feast and lifesteal, he can't really do anything, and 2000 HP may seem like a lot, but still very susceptible to just getting zapped by the E-Blade Dagon combo of Mineski. 343's gonna go for a scouting mission.
I think currently Miracle is not interested in kind of 1v1 against the Lifestealer just yet. He's more looking to get the quick kills, whether it's on the Shadow Demon or perhaps on a Nyx that has used the Life Carapace.
They cancel the link of that with the mana burn. The Rock you've got the Miracle's still alive. He plays back on the DJ. And zapped down by the Dagon from Raging Potato. Batrider wants to try and get into this one. Force Snap and Blink both expect. Got the Firefly going forward with the Flame Break. Won't be able to catch it now. The Cold Snap comes in with the Dream Call to Abed. Raging Potato's running with the Evoke in the back. And 343 has a stun, but he's got no life to give. Miracle has actually run into the life stealer. The Bandits come out. E-Blade is there, keeping up life again. Waiting for disruption. Ice falls down as well, and Miracle crashed. Sunstrike will not land because the Force Snap actually kept at bay. But here comes Gabby. 1-2 punch, kills him off, and then he gets chased down as well. While Abed faces off against Raging Potato punch. Will be able to phase shift. Not jumping out. Deafening Blast kills him off, and Abed will look for Jules as well now with a cold snap into the tier 1 tower. 4 for 3. Bat Rider, the only Mineski hero alive through it, while Life Stealer and Invoker. Sure enough, they lose the Aegis, but get a lot out of it.
Yeah, that was a disastrous fight, considering the fact that they just killed Sand King right from the get-go, right? They got initiated upon, which is unfortunate for Mineski, but great rock by Jules, kind of turning the tide of the fight. They got the Sand King kill, and they decided to continue the fight, which I think made sense at the time, but underestimated the Aegis on the bed. He basically was just uninterrupted. I think Puck chased him for a round for a bit, but just did way too much.
3, 4, 3, barely misses the stun, but a big tornado, stun strike combo, Bat Rider. I'm going to start running out of words to find how destroyed the Bat is getting here while it's Invoker, but a full lane of racks goes the way of Execration. DJ, or a strike to get his Yule Scepter complete. Oh, move towards the mid lane as well. Gabby, the alacrity on one, they can move the linkers over to him. There we go, but a little bit too late with the Duke through. No, armor toggle from Gabby dies. He plays through at the 3-4-3 and Abed. Okay, he can find one with the Epicenter. DJ comes in, Ninja Boogie still alive. Still the Burrow Strike turns around. Won't stun up onto the Invoker, who's managed to flick himself away while Timo is aiming. Feed himself. The arms of Miracle he goes.
Well, one rack's down, but Mineski boy still not giving up. You know, one thing that I was talking to Scan about his team is that he feels like his team actually played better when their backs are against the wall like this. But their backs are really against the wall. This is their elimination game. If they lose this, they will be out of the ESL Genting running for the C qualifiers.
Their backs
So
are the
Miracle
wall at this point.
Sorry?
Their backs are the wall at this point. I like morphed into it. Cool, so bring things, I mean, do you think it is kind of all down to Miracle at this point? Raging Potatoes had a stall in his item progression. I mean, I guess he's got Dagon 5 now, but feels relatively all in onto that. Zap out of top lane. Abed is dusted here. Ghostwalk is there. Lincoln's is popped, but he tornadoed. Deafening Blast is ready. Trouble is he's got no backup. He has no one to come and save him. The Blink TP. Oh, Lasso! Very close.
Bad man, no Aether Lens.
No Yule Scepter.
Yeah. He really needs like a Yule's, because in these fights he's forced to like blink in, use his own force staff to break the Lincolns, to grab a target and then go. And you know, I'm not sure if you noticed, but he's not even using Firefly in these fights. Like, he just says it's too much of a downside. If he Fireflies, he could get spiked, and the target he's dragging won't even get dragged back. He'll just die.
This is an interesting move by Creation. Like Mineski don't expect them to push top lane, and they come in for the epicenter and they kill off the Warlock dead for a minute. There's no golem to defend this tier 3 mid anymore. You kind of feel like, as Mineski, you're expecting the immediate push down mid lane, right? You think, right, they're self-made, the last one comes in the left, with the counter Jason, he's actually now the Rubik Rosberg's back in, but a good stun out from Nick Stafford, he's actually merged back into the game. They've lost the Bat Rider, and Miracle leads with that BKB, dropping low, and Bats nearly killed, and finally died. No buyback on Miracle, 70 seconds. Boogie dodges the Sunstrike, but at this point, doesn't even matter. Puck clicks in for the Caravan, 3-4-3, perfect play, gorgeous from him, and Execration might just find themselves in the 3-0 winning spot in his grand final up against Mineski. And that's it. Execration take down Mineski 3-0 in this best of 5. An 80-minute game, a 20-minute stop. And now this.
I'm telling you, man, those kind of game ones, you're just mentally destroyed. And then don't play well.